Rowell. I'm a health and nutrition coach and a diabetes practitioner, and I post these videos because I love talking about anything health related, and I like to inspire other people to be as healthy as they can be. Thank you for watching this video. Today I want to talk about something really important, especially if you're getting a little bit older and finding that your health isn't quite what it used to be. Maybe you've got some pains and aches, maybe your GP has told you that your blood glucose levels are a little bit higher than normal, maybe your blood pressure isn't great, cholesterol levels, or maybe you're even pre-diabetic. Does that sound familiar? Now, I know that when you start looking at changing your health, it can feel like there's a mountain of obstacles in the way. But here's the thing, these obstacles, they can actually be your greatest teachers. They can point us in the direction of real meaningful change that works for you. But only if we learn to look at them a little bit differently, rather than looking at them as obstacles that stop us from doing what we need to do. We're going to use them to fuel our journey to lead a happy and healthier life. So what do we need to do? First, of course, we need to take the first step, and that is to identify the obstacle. Sometimes we know exactly what's getting in the way. It may be lack of time or energy, or maybe it's your environment, and that just isn't set up for healthy living. Other times it could be more subtle, something like mental roadblocks, mindset. Maybe you're thinking, I've tried it before, it didn't work, or I'm just too old to change. But if we don't take the time to dig into what's holding us back, then we risk getting stuck in this cycle of wanting to make a change but feeling totally paralyzed by the obstacles. So here's what I recommend. Grab a piece of paper or a notes app on your phone and just brainstorm every single thing you feel is stopping you from living a healthier life. Maybe you feel too tired after work, or maybe you're overwhelmed by all the information that is out there. Maybe you're worried about what your friends or your family will say if you start changing things. Whatever it is, just get it down on paper without judgment, and the goal is just to get clear on what's standing in your way. So then you want to explore, of course, possible solutions. Now we know what the obstacles are, let's think about what we can do. I want to emphasize here that the goal isn't to just bulldoze over or through your obstacles, it's more to get creative with them. A lot of times there's more than one way to achieve our goals, even if it doesn't look exactly like we planned it. So let's say your obstacle is lack of time. You feel like you barely have a minute to yourself, let go going to the gym or cooking a healthy meal from scratch. Let's think about what you can do. Could you maybe prepare some healthy snacks or meals beforehand, or batch cook on the weekend? Or could you maybe do a short 10-minute home workout, or find somewhere in your working day where you can sneak in some movement? You don't need a full hour of exercise to make a difference. These small things can still make a significant difference. Maybe your obstacle is that your friends or family aren't supportive of the changes that you want to make, and that's often the case. Not because they're nasty, but sometimes they're not ready for change themselves, or they don't understand why you want to make these changes. And that can be a big one, that can be a really big obstacle for you. But instead of seeing that as something that's stopping you, could that maybe be an opportunity to bring them on board? Maybe invite a friend to join you for a healthy cooking night, try a healthy recipe, or maybe take a walk together. And if they're not interested, that's okay. You can always look for other support outside your group of friends. There are other groups and communities where you can find that support online and offline. Now, sometimes the obstacles are rooted in your environment, or even in your own mindset. So for example, maybe every time you walk into the kitchen, there's a biscuit tin on the work surface and it's staring at you or shouting at you, have a biscuit. or you feel triggered to snack every time you watch the television. It's like a habit. In cases like this, we can make a huge difference by making small changes to our surroundings. So you could replace the biscuit tin with a fruit bowl or some other healthy snacks. Or if you find it hard to resist snacking whilst you watch television, and maybe you can create a new habit whilst you're watching the telly, like some crafting, like I love knitting, crochet, or maybe puzzles, whatever it is that doesn't involve eating those snacks. When it comes to mindset, it's a tough one, but sometimes it is as simple as changing your internal dialogue, so the stuff you're saying to yourself, the script that you write that is in your head. Instead of telling yourself things like, oh, I can't do this, this is too hard, I don't have the discipline, try saying things like, I'm learning, or I'm finding new ways to make this work. So don't lie to yourself. Don't say, you know, even though I've never been successful, you know, now I will be. But just change the tone a little bit to make it more positive and open up the possibility to success. Now, next we talk about knowledge and support. Often one of the biggest obstacles we face is just not knowing where to start, or feeling like we're just trying to figure it out all by ourselves and we're unsure whether what we're doing is the right thing. And that's why seeking out information and community can be a real game changer. And if you're dealing with something like metabolic issues like high blood pressure, high blood glucose, or overweight, then just spend a little bit of time to find a resource that appeals to you. Obviously, there is a lot out there. And see if you can target the resources that are more suitable to you. So, you know, for example, if you are over 40, then do a little more of a detailed search for health advice for over 40s in relation to, and then ... wherever your health issue is. And that can be a starting point for you to make a plan of the changes that you want to make. And there's no shortage of great resources, and obviously I'm always happy to point you in the right direction as well. Talking about support, don't hesitate to reach out to someone, or someone online, or someone you know who's dealing with the same issues. There are so many online communities and also local groups offline for people who want to improve their health. And you're already here watching this video, so you're sort of already seeking out that support, so you can pat yourself on the back for that. Now, last thing I want to leave with you is when you start facing these obstacles, it's so easy to get caught up in what feels impossible, but there is always something that you can do, even if it's the smallest thing. So when you hit a bump in the road, try to ask yourself, what is the one thing that I can do right now to move forward? It might not be the full plan that you had imagined, but every little step adds up. And over time, those small changes can really lead to real lasting improvements in your health and your life. So I hope this video has given you some ideas of how to turn your obstacles into stepping stones towards a healthier life. And remember, challenges are just opportunities in disguise. And there's always a way forward if we're willing to get creative with it. If you found it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons so I can finally grow this channel a little bit. I'm never really chasing that too much, but I suppose I should if I want to reach more people. And I want to invite you to a free 1-hour webinar that I'm organising. It's online via Zoom this coming Thursday, which is the 14th of November. At 8 o'clock UK time, PM, that is, in the evening. And it's about how to overcome the most common obstacles when it comes to making lifestyle changes. So if you need a little bit of inspiration and help with that, feel free to join. I will leave the link to some more information and how to register for this below this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to set yourself a little goal for this week. I'm really hot on the weekly goals, small little actions that you set yourself for 1 week only to keep it nice and simple and flexible. What is the one thing that you're doing this week to improve your health? And just crack on with that. Keep it nice and easy. So you're definitely going to do it, and you create a bit of consistency, and then review it next week and see how you're getting on with it. Maybe you want to roll it over after that for another week, or maybe you want to do something else. But it's always good to be in action mode and do something. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Love you lots. Bye.